Hello, my name is Misha, and today we're going to be talking about two critical things when it comes to your business. We're going to talk about organization and also scheduling. They work hand in hand, and the reason why they work hand in hand because our lives are already chaotic as is. So whether we have a full-time job, we have a part-time job, or we're already a stay-at-home mom and we're just busy chasing after our kids, whatever it is, our lives are already chaotic. And more than likely, that is what actually drew us to become a business partner in this business because we want the fun, the friendship, and the freedom that the business allows us to have. And in order to get that, in order to be successful, you're going to want to be organized and you're going to want to have a schedule. Okay? You're going to want to also be consistent with both of these. In order to be organized, you're going to want to keep track of all of your potentials. That's your potential distributors and your potential customers. Keep a notebook. The notebook is what's going to help you get that. So for me personally, you can do it however you want, but I do have a notebook, and in my notebook, one section of the notebook is all potential customers. Another section is all potential distributors. You write down each name that you come across that are potentials. Okay, so if they're interested in the business, you write their name down. If they're interested in a product, you write their name down. If they're interested in a specific product, not only do you write their name down, but you also write down whatever that product is. Also, and another little tidbit or little tip is if you do want to show personal interest, which we all should, write down if you guys talked about something else. Write down if you talked about makeup, or write down if you talked about your dog or their dog. Write down if they told you that the reason that they want weight loss products is because they're going on a trip in about 3 to 4 months to Italy or Greece or the Virgin Islands or, wherever they're going. Write that down because that's going to be something that you can create common ground with the next time that you talk to them, whether that's you following up with them later on today or you following up with them, later on in the week. Whatever it is, you want to be able to, make some common ground with them, and you want them to know that you were listening. So write that down. Now, another step for organizing, which goes hand in hand with scheduling, is there are also going to be potentials where they're not exactly ready to talk right now, but they'll be ready, let's say at 5 o'clock later on today or 6 o'clock later on today. You're going to want to get a calendar and you're going to want to write their name down, and you're going to put them in your calendar for today, and you're going to write 5 o'clock and their name. And that's when you're going to contact them. That's when you're going to contact them and talk about whatever the product is that they're interested about. On top of that, there will also be potentials that will say, hey, I'm really interested in keto coffee, Thermophyte X greens, or, the cleanser, toner, whatever it is, or the wraps, but I don't have the money today. Friday is my payday. Can I get it on Friday? And yes, you definitely can. So get your calendar back out, go to Friday, and write down their name. A huge, huge, huge tip is when they tell you Friday, immediately ask them what is the best time to contact you on Friday so we can go ahead and get your order in. And then whatever time they give you, whether it's 8 in the morning, 10 in the morning, 6 in the evening, 12 noon, whatever it is, that's the time that you're going to write down, and that's the time that you're going to contact them. Why? Because integrity is huge. You want them to be able to trust you. And 2, they're giving you a time where they're giving you permission to contact them to place their order. So you're going to contact them. So schedule them. Another tidbit when we're moving into scheduling is your own personal schedule. Like I said, our lives are already chaotic. So you're going to want to create a schedule for yourself in order for you to stay on task. Now, the tasks that we have, they can be built into about 2 hours. That's it. Just 2 hours of your day. We have 24 hours and 2 hours of your day. That's all you need. So whether that is you're an early bird and you want to get up 6, 7 in the morning, knock out those 2 hours of tasks, go ahead and do it. If you are a night owl and you want to say, hey, 10, 11 o'clock at night, I'm going to go ahead and knock out my 2 hours, go ahead and do it. If you're neither, it's still perfectly fine. If you want to find 4 different times in the day to do 30-minute intervals, do it. What works for you? If you want to find 8 times in the day to do 15-minute intervals, what works for you? You do it. But you need to create a schedule. And during those time frames, nothing else is going on. It's just your task that you need to get done. So if you need to set a timer on your phone, then do it. If you need to go in airplane mode so that you don't get any other notifications, then do it. But this is your time for your business that you've set aside. So, organization, scheduling, they're key, they're critical in becoming successful in your business.